If you find your body holding onto old frustration that has never been fully released, and you sense a compressed energy waiting to move, stay here for a moment. Take a slow breath and arrive here. You do not need to analyze anything. Let the words land where they land. Your body will take what it needs. And begin. I feel a deep, built-up frustration inside my body that has never been released. It feels like so many emotions were never allowed to fully come out or complete. They never reached a peak or a natural release. Now they are just stuck inside me, accumulated over years. I can feel this constrained, compressed energy in my system. It feels like something wants to move, to discharge. But it cannot. That lack of release makes me feel tense, blocked, and exhausted. I do not know how to let it out or complete it. It feels like my body is holding onto old frustration that never got resolved. I recognize these as experiences arising within my awareness, not truths about who I am. Even though I feel this deep, built-up frustration stuck in my body that has never been released, and I notice this compressed energy that wants to move but cannot, I acknowledge this is a passing pattern of tension arising in my awareness, even though it feels like so many emotions were never allowed to complete, and are now just accumulated inside me, making me feel blocked and exhausted. I recognize this as a temporary experience in my body, not my permanent self. Even though I do not know how to let this old frustration out, and my body feels like it is holding onto something unresolved, I am open to accepting this feeling as it is. Right here in this moment. It is so heavy in my chest. Why could I never just let it out? I was always told to stop crying. I learned to push everything down. It was not safe to show how I felt. I had to be good and quiet. Now it is all stuck and will not move. I am so tired of holding this in. Notice how this feels in your body. It feels like a rock in my stomach, like a tight band around my ribs. I am angry that I had to hide. I am sad for the child who could not express. I feel like I am going to explode, but nothing ever comes out. I am scared of what would happen if it did. Maybe it would be too much. Maybe it would never stop. I feel so alone with this pressure. Breathe into the heaviness. It is just a feeling in my body. I can observe this tightness. It has been here for so long. I am the one noticing it now. It feels like a storm trapped under my skin. I want to scream, but no sound comes. I am exhausted from the effort of holding on. Let the body soften a little. Perhaps it is okay to just feel the pressure. I do not have to release it right now. I can just be here with it. It is intense, but I am still here. I am watching this frustration arise. I am here with this experience exactly as it is. I do not need to change it or make it go away. My awareness remains steady. While this feeling moves through me, underlying beliefs. Perhaps I believe that if I ever let the frustration out, it would be overwhelming and never stop. It is possible that I believe my strong emotions are dangerous or unacceptable. Maybe there is a belief that my body is not a safe place for feelings to move through. I might think that holding on is the only way to stay in control. It could be that I believe I am responsible for managing others' comfort by hiding my true feelings. There may be a mechanism where I suppress emotion to avoid perceived rejection or punishment. Perhaps my ego plays the role of the patient, stoic one who never causes trouble. I might identify with being the person who handles things silently, even at a great cost to myself. I could be attached to the role of the one who was wronged, holding on to the frustration as proof. It is conceivable that this pattern of holding on is a protective strategy I learned long ago to stay safe. But it is an outdated identity that is no longer aligned with who I am now. Adult self, gently turn toward your inner child. I am sorry to my inner child, who was never given permission to fully express their frustration. I am sorry you had to learn to push your feelings down, to feel safe and loved. I am sorry you felt so alone with that compressed energy, believing no one could handle it. I am sorry you have been carrying this heavy weight for so many years, thinking it was your burden alone. Inner child speaks. It feels a little less lonely that you are here with me now. Maybe this pressure does not have to be mine to hold forever. Adult speaks. I give you permission to release this old, stored frustration. I give you permission to forgive yourself for holding on for so long. I release any guilt and shame you carry for being unable to let it out. I honor our journey together, even the parts that were so heavy. I love you exactly as you are. With all this feeling, you are safe to let go and be yourself. Because I am here now, always here to protect you. These feelings are just passing experiences moving through you, not defining who you really are. Now that we've felt and honored the experience, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. Message from higher self. You have always been whole, even beneath the pressure of accumulated frustration. The belief that your emotions were too much, or needed to be contained, was an illusion born of a past environment that could not meet you. Truth is that your body is a vessel for experience, not a prison for feeling. Your system knows how to move energy, and it is safe for sensation to arise and pass. The frustration you feel is a visitor, not a resident. It is a wave of energy seeking completion, and you are the vast ocean that holds it. Thoughts, fears, and emotional reactions are temporary appearances in consciousness. The true self is always whole, untouched by the storm, and completely free. The ask, inner child. I give myself permission to feel this compressed energy begin to shift and move. Just a little, right here in my belly. It is safe now for this old frustration to start stirring, to become a sensation that is allowed to be there. Adult self. I am present with this feeling of being blocked, and I am willing to simply notice any tiny impulse to move or shift. Without forcing anything, I can stay connected to myself, while this energy simply exists, without needing it to go anywhere. Higher self. I allow this experience to unfold in its own time, through its own organic rhythm. In the body's wisdom, awareness remains stable and open, while these sensations, thoughts, and impulses arise and pass on their own. Bridge into your new reality. The pressure that once felt like a solid, unmoving block now has a subtle sensation of warmth, and the faintest possibility of looseness at its edges. Where before there was only the exhaustion of holding on, there is now a quiet curiosity about what a tiny release might feel like. The body is still holding old frustration, yet within that holding, there is a new and gentle awareness of the space around the tension. Reclaim your power. I reclaim the power to feel what arises in my body, knowing that I am the one witnessing it, not the feeling itself. I choose to release the disempowering belief that my emotions are a problem to be solved, and instead rest in the unconditional self-respect of simply allowing my experience. Seeing it done, I imagine myself now, breathing easily, feeling a gentle warmth spreading through my chest and stomach. Where the frustration used to sit, I see myself moving through my day with a sense of lightness, my body feeling open and soft. There is no block, no compressed energy, just a natural flow of sensation that arises and passes like a gentle wave. The tension is gone, and in its place is a quiet, steady calm. I feel present, unburdened, and free, and I am simply watching this new reality. With a peaceful smile, the inner child's hope of finally being heard is now fulfilled in the quiet knowing that all feelings are welcome. The old dream of not having to hold it all alone is realized in the felt sense of my adult self's steady, warm presence beside me. The wish to simply let it out and be done is now the ordinary experience of my body breathing, releasing, and resting naturally. This way of relating to my inner experience feels like coming home to a familiar, quiet room. There is nothing dramatic here, just the simple relief of being able to feel and breathe. Now experience a new future. I am here, and I notice the familiar sensation of pressure beginning to build. It is a tightness in my chest, a compression in my stomach. But this time, instead of it being a signal to hold on, I feel my feet on the floor. I take a slow breath, and the air moves easily into my belly. The pressure is there, but there is also space around it. I notice my shoulders wanting to rise, and I let them stay soft. A feeling of frustration arises, a heat in my face, an impulse to clench my jaw. I am aware of it. My breath is steady. I feel my heart beating, strong and calm. The energy feels like it wants to move, and I gently shift in my seat. Just a small movement. My spine lengthens. I let out a long, slow exhale, and I feel a tiny vibration in my throat. A sound that almost comes out, but does not need to. The pressure in my chest begins to spread, becoming a wider sensation. Less dense. It is still intense, but it is moving, like heat radiating outwards. I feel a wave of sadness with it, a softening behind my eyes. I let a tear form, and it rolls down my cheek. My body does not tighten. It keeps breathing. The energy continues to move, down through my torso, into my legs. I feel a slight trembling in my thighs, a natural release. I am not doing anything. It is just happening. My body knows what to do. The trembling subsides, and I feel a warmth in my hands. My breathing is deeper now, fuller. I feel a sense of quiet. The frustration has passed through, like a cloud moving across the sky. I am still here. My body feels soft, a little tired, but open. There is no block. There is no exhaustion from holding on. There is just this moment, and I am in it, calm and present. My inner child is resting, watched over by this steady, adult awareness. This feels safe. This feels normal. Allow this felt sense to continue integrating naturally in the body and in life. Take a deep breath. Feel the shift, and smile. Let this settle gently. There is nothing you need to do right now. You can return to this whenever you feel called. Be gentle with yourself.